Hey guys, it's Toby, Catherine, and Selena cooking butter,
Yeah, this happened like if we smell
cooking cornbread and sausages. Woo!
and apples.
Right now we're in the making of cornbread,
Yep, honey.
which is going pretty decent. So we'll get back to you on facts.
So, the food preparation for the South was that they prepared simple methods such as Dutch ovens, frying pans, boiling pots, and roasting spits. The food preparation of North was that they tried to preserve food by drying, smoking, and salting food. An example of this is dried fruit. They did that mostly in the winter, and most foods were like really salted. And they used Dutch ovens and coal and ash as well.
Okay, so the food of the period for the North had been mostly corn and salted beef, salted meats, which included salted pork, and there were also dry fruits that were stated by Selena earlier.
The food of the period in the South, the produce was vegetables, fruits, nuts, rice, and corn. The game, or like the meat of the period, was deer, rabbits, squirrels, birds, and any type of ducks. What they caught like in the sea was oysters, crabs, shrimps, saltwater and freshwater fish. And then many of the richest citizens lived in the South. So when they ate, and since when they were moving towards the West, there were like a lot of like King Cotton and stuff. And since they have slave labor, when they had supper, dinner in the South, they made it good. So like it was full on meal. That was good.
The Civil War etiquette for gentlemen, since there was, women and gentlemen, there's a difference between them. So for gentlemen, it was to acknowledge women and tip your hat whenever you were around them. So you gotta be nice, show courtesy and stuff. And then for women, we were not able to be married until we were 30 years old, which is, I don't know, pretty decent.
Old.
And fun fact, we're not allowed to dance with the same partners 3 times in a row.
Okay, table manners for the North. When you're at the table and you're at the head of the table, that means you're basically the host and hostess, and you have to take care of all your guests. You have to make sure that their cup's filled necessarily, and when they ask you if they want more drinks, that's basically a bad sign. When the server comes and asks you what type of part meat you want, and you ask like it's indifferent, like you don't care, that's kind of rude to the server and kind of annoys them because like they don't care either. They just want to like make you happy. Also, when you're eating, don't ever like start eating before anyone else, and like don't blow on the soup or coffee because that makes like kind of rude gesture. And then Okay, for table manners for the South, it's basically the same as the North, except since they have slaves, the slaves do everything for them. So if they want something from across the table, they ask the slaves to bring it to them. And also, if something was right next to them, they wouldn't grab them themselves. They would ask the slaves to get them for them. Also, all the slaves would cook the food. They would serve the food and stuff. All the other people, they would just like sit there and eat it. And the slaves mostly did all the work.
That soldiers ate was pork, beef, coffee, sugar, salt, vinegar, and sometimes dried fruit. But not all of them mixed together, of course. And the food was cooked over a campfire since, it was on the battlefield.
Okay, so the food of the soldiers, Union soldiers were fed pork, beef, usually salted and boiled to extend the shelf life. And then they drank coffee and sometimes dried fruits and vegetables, like if they weren't in season. And then they ate bread, but like they were hardtack, so like it broke their teeth and it had a lot of nicknames. And like they drink a lot of coffee because it was desirable since like they put like a lot of sugar. And then the Confederate soldiers were fed bacon, cornmeal, molasses, peas, tobacco, veggies, and rice. They didn't have as much food as the Union soldiers, and they traded tobacco with coffee because they didn't have a lot of coffee.
The Civil War for the North and the South were like kind of the same, just like a 3-pronged fork with a wooden handle, and those were used for like every household in both North and South America.
Utensil/silverware used on the battlefield was, as seen before, the pocket knife type of switchblade, but instead of like mostly knives and other resources used outdoors, it would be a knife, a spoon, and a fork. So it would be easier to use while when on the campsite while during the battles.
Women cooked food, so that means that their clothing designs were like dresses. They were like poofy. Okay, I'll insert pictures right there.
Hi guys! Classic.
I saw that.
24.
This is chicken. Why does it have chicken on there?
Because chicken is broccoli.
Wait, hold this.
Like, if you're talking about chicken,
Been saying. Why is there chicken in here?
Okay,
Wait, Selena, where's your phone? Seriously? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bye. We're saying goodbye. Because she has to use it. My phone died.
To search things up since both of you.
you said your phone was dead.
Who said that?
You!
When?
Did I actually? Did you get that on camera? I swear to God, I don't remember me saying that. That's freaking scary. What? Wait, how many are there?
We can buy more. There's nothing.
Girl, I'm not trying. I'm in a budget. Wait, did these fit in a pan? Like, are these oven worthy?
Yeah.
Are they sure?
Are you sure they can?
No. Okay then.
Sure we can put this in there?
Yes. What would they sell them?
To burn our house down?
That's a good idea. We should do that.
You sure?
Yes. Yes.
These?
Yes.
These are already. Oh, we're gonna do it in your oven. So.
Guys, look.
This is edible, just so you know. Oh yeah, this smells good.
Yeah, okay. So we're actually making the meat.